Hey guys, so I thought today would do a random little chatty laundry chat video where I'm just gonna talk about random life update stuff. So I feel like I haven't filmed one of these laundry chat videos in a long time. Probably not since Barret was born back in April. So anyway, the point of these videos is just for me to sit down, get some laundry folded, and talk to you guys about random stuff. And today's topic is just like a random life update kind of deal because there's some stuff going on. So as you guys may know, Barret is our last baby. He is gonna be 4 months here soon. He'll probably already be 4 months by the time you guys see this video, by the time I upload it in probably a couple of weeks. And I have been taking some time to try to come to terms with the fact that Barret is our last baby. So if you didn't watch my birth story kind of summary video, the reason Barret is going to be our last baby is because of my doctor's recommendation, because of some complications that happened with Barret's birth and the fact that my uterus was starting to open up toward the end, and because I have so many contractions, we know that that's just something that my body does when I'm pregnant. I've had 3 babies now. I have lots of contractions. That's a possibility of something like that happening in the future. After 3 C-sections, this time around, it would be a bad idea to try to have another baby, she said. So we are not having another baby. Barret is our last, even though me and my husband really always wanted to have 4 kiddos. I especially have been trying to come to terms with the fact that Barret is our last baby. And I kind of knew it while I was pregnant that he may be our last baby, because me and my husband were kind of like wishy-washy about it. My husband was kind of really feeling more like 3 is enough, and I was still like, I think I still want 4. So we kind of knew that it was a possibility with this last pregnancy, but it's a definite this time around. So yeah. It is sad. It definitely does make me sad thinking about the fact that I'm not gonna have another little tiny person, and every single day that Barret's getting bigger and bigger, I'm like, this is the youngest he'll ever be. This is the youngest baby I'll ever have today. Tomorrow he'll be a day older. Like little things like that, like really get me. I'm still definitely trying to work through that kind of stuff, but yeah. So if you hadn't watched any of those videos since he was born, Bear is our last little guy. Now, just a little bit about Barret. He is the coolest little baby ever. He is super awesome, very calm, easygoing, just go with the flow, really awesome baby. He's always been a great sleeper. He nursed really great from the beginning. He's just overall been a super awesome baby. So at least so far, 4 months in, he's really like capping off our baby days on a high note, because he is such an awesome little dude. So we're kind of starting to get a little routine going. Like I said, Bear is just a really awesome little guy. He's super go with the flow. And so honestly, this transition from 2 boys to 3 boys has been super easy. I did a whole video all about our transition, and it has been so positive. Being a mom of 2 to being a mom of 3 has been way easier than I thought it was going to be, and I really do think that has a lot to do with the fact that Barret is just a really cool little guy, and he's just, maybe it's the fact also that I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more. Maybe I'm a calmer parent, so that like rubs off on him a little bit. I'm not as strict about, his schedule and nap time and stuff like that. I'm really just like, whatever, and he is like that as well. And so yeah, it's been super duper nice. Now I must say, I have been spoiled this time around. Barret is the first baby that I have been a stay-at-home mom with, and that is super awesome. Not having to pump is seriously the awesomest thing ever. Not having to, build up a freezer stash in order to go back to work has been so great. I've been totally spoiled not having to pump all the time. Like I said, Bear has just been a really good nurser too, so I never had to like go through a phase where I had to pump for him because he wouldn't drink a boobie properly or anything. He's only had a handful of bottles in like his whole life, and it's really crazy. That in itself is super crazy. I struggled a lot with my older 2 boys trying to establish the nursing situation, and Bear has just been a breeze. So yeah, not having to worry about creating a freezer stash and pumping all the time has been super nice, but also just like not having to really worry about making everybody get into a routine or making sure everybody wakes up at a particular time. You know, not that I'm not waking up the children. You know, they wake up plenty early as it is, but just not having to worry about making everybody get up by this time and get out of the house and get to grandma's, you know, and all that kind of stuff you have to do to prepare to go to work in the morning. It is so refreshing just being able to be here. I mean, we do have our own little routine, but it's not like a super strict thing that we have to do exactly by this time every day, you know. So I've been so blessed to be able to be a stay-at-home mom this time around, and I'm super glad that I got the opportunity to see what it was like to not be a stay-at-home mom with my 2 older boys. But with this next topic here, Calvin's going to be starting kindergarten in just a couple of weeks. Seeing my oldest getting ready to go to kindergarten really makes me sad, thinking about how quickly they grow up, and I really do like partially wish that I had been home all the time with him, you know. So I'm really conflicted about that. I'm glad I had the experience as a working mom, but with my oldest already going to school, I'm like, oh, I feel like I just missed out on all of his little baby years, you know. So yeah, one of the big things that's happening here in just a couple of weeks is my baby Calvin is starting kindergarten, and I am both super duper excited for him. I know he's going to love it. He's just such an independent, outgoing little boy. He's going to love being with all the kids, and you know, he's never been to like daycare, you know. My mom and my mother-in-law always watched the boys when I was a working mom, so he's never been with like a ton of other kids all at the same time, you know. So he's gonna have a blast. He's going to love kindergarten. But me, I never ever, you know, before I had kids, I never thought I would be that mom who like cries on the first day of kindergarten, but I can totally see that happening, honestly. Just the idea of him going away all day with a bunch of people, a bunch of strangers, just like not being with me, just like out on his own in the world. That is like so insane to even think about. My baby Calvin. Calvin is younger than the rest of his class. His birthday is in May, late May, so he's just barely 5, you know, so he's gonna be one of the youngest kids in his grade, you know, and that's another thing that's kind of like, is he really ready to do this? He's so much littler than everybody. He's not physically littler, he's a big kid, but just that he's on the younger end of everybody who's going to be in kindergarten with, you know, so that's kind of scary. But like I said, he's going to have a blast. He is going to have so much fun. All of the worry and the stress that's happening in this house regarding kindergarten is coming from me. It has nothing to do with him. He is having a blast. He's gonna have a blast. He went to, a couple weeks ago, they had like a kindergarten kickoff camp thing where they did like 3 nights in a row. They went for like 2 hours in the evenings, and he had so much fun at that. Like, I know he's going to love it. Today we practiced for the first time. So he started school in 2 weeks. We practiced with our lunches. Like I packed a lunch for him and for Aaron and had Cal, like you had to open all of your little containers all by yourself and unzip everything and try to eat within the 20-minute time period, which I don't know how this is going to work because he did really bad at it today. So we'll see over these next 2 weeks if we can get it down, you know. So just practicing all the little things that come with being out in the world and going to school, because he's going to full day kindergarten. I know when I was little it was only a half day, so it's just weird thinking about my baby being gone all day long, you know. So he is going to be riding the bus in the morning, that's our plan, but I'm still contemplating whether or not I want to pick him up in the afternoons, because school doesn't get out until like 3:30, and I don't even know when the bus is going to show up. I actually haven't gotten that information yet from the school. I would like to know when the bus is supposed to be here in the afternoons, because if it's gonna be like super late, like after my husband gets home, I'd like to go and pick him up so he's not like gone all day long, right? So yeah, while I have all these conflicting feelings about Calvin starting kindergarten, I have to be totally honest with you guys. There is a part of me that's super excited to only have to worry about 2 kiddos all day. Just taking care of Aaron, my 3-year-old, and Bear, my almost 4-month-old. I am really looking forward to one, like Aaron's homeschool preschool time. We do learning time every day. I'm really excited to like focus in on Aaron all the time, because it has been like, I would say the last 6 months or something, it's been hard to find material that both my 5-year-old and my 3-year-old like to do together. Like they seem like they're in totally different like places as far as like learning is concerned, and I'm really excited to just get back down to Aaron and just do learning time with him and not have to worry about the bigger things for Calvin, you know, just to have one person to focus on for what little preschool activities we're doing. I'm honestly really excited to like go back to grocery shopping because like right now with all 3 of them, I just do pickups. I'm not about to take all 3 of them into a store if I can avoid it. And so with Cal being away, I think I'll be more ready to go out with just the 2 littles and take them into stores and actually like do my grocery shopping in person instead of all, you know, like ordering online and whatnot. Because honestly, you know, with the state of the world this last year and a half, we really don't go out much at all. It's only just recently since me and my husband got vaccinated that we're actually like going out and doing things. And Aaron, especially my 3-year-old, he is totally, you know, he's not a quarantine baby, but he spent the last, you know, half of his life not really going out and doing things. So anytime we get to actually go into a store, Aaron is ecstatic. He is so excited to be out there in the world. And it's, you know, it's kind of sad that like half of his life he spent like not really being able to go out and do fun things, and all of a sudden he's like, man, there's this whole like world out there. So yeah, we have been venturing out a little bit more, you know, lately kind of. So it will be exciting to get out of the house with just the 2, with Aaron and Barret, while Calvin is away at school learning all kinds of things. I can't wait to see him like coming home from school and telling me all of the fun things that he learned. I really just think he's going to love it. I loved school. I was definitely like all about school. I always loved school. I even loved, you know, college and everything. I love learning in general. And we went school shopping just like last week, and that was a lot of fun because I always loved back to school shopping, and I would like tell Calvin what's on the list and he'd go and find the things for us. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, we did go out into the store with me and all 3 boys, and we survived just last week. So that was a big accomplishment, honestly, going out with all of them. Man, I do just have to say though, being a stay-at-home mom for, you know, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 2 years this fall, I believe, and for like almost a year, like maybe over a year before that, I was only working like super duper part-time. So I've been home for quite a while now, but life with 3 kiddos, or maybe it's just because the 1 kiddo is like kind of still a newborn, the day absolutely flies by. I remember when I was pregnant, there were so many days where I was like, man, like, because you know, with the complications with my pregnancy, we really didn't go out and do a lot of stuff because I couldn't like go out walking a lot. I'd have too many contractions and stuff like that. So we sat around the house a lot when I was pregnant. And I just felt like the days like took forever. Like, when is my husband coming home? Oh my gosh. But since Bear has been here, earthside, out of the belly, it's been, the days just absolutely fly by. Like, it's, before I know it, my husband is coming in the door and we haven't even like tidied up the house or done anything. It's just totally insane. Dishes, laundry, these things are never ending. And they were like that before, but they're like especially like that like now that Bear's been born. Before, you know, I'd do the laundry, and then when the laundry's done, I would come out here and fold the laundry. The laundry is usually like a day old by the time I get to it these days. This stuff is actually from today, so this is like a miracle that I'm even sitting down to film this video for you guys right now. But yeah, like the days just absolutely totally fly by. I have no idea. And then I think, I'm like, when did I sit down? What did I even accomplish today? You know, I made myself lunch, and I fed the children, and I fed Bear Booby 10,000 times, but like, what did I really even accomplish today? There's like, I feel like I can't even think of, like, if I was going to sit down and make a list of the things I did today, it'd only be like 3 things. Like, I don't even know what I did all day. How did the day go by so quickly? And our days start super early, because Calvin, my oldest, is in our room at 5:30 every single freaking morning. And my husband doesn't get home until like 3 or 4 usually. So from 5:30 till 3 or 4, I have no idea where all of that time goes. All right, last topic I have on my little list of things to talk about is YouTube stuff. For some crazy reason, I have felt very unmotivated lately to film YouTube videos. That's part of the reason why I'm sitting down to just do this super rambly one today, is because I need content to put out. I'm usually about a month ahead, and like, cause I put out 3 videos a week, I'm usually filming stuff that's not gonna go out for another month, just so I have a lot of, you know, extra stuff just in case I, you know, don't feel like filming or whatever. And right now I'm only like 2 weeks out, which is not like I like it. I remember when I was coming to the end of my pregnancy with Barret, right before Barret was born, I was almost like 2 months out. Like I had a ton of content ready to go. And right now I'm only 2 weeks out, and it's like really scary because I just don't feel motivated. I don't know what it is. Like I want to put out once a week, I want to do a diaper review. We still have newborn diaper reviews to go through, but I'm also trying to wait for Barret to outgrow a couple of newborn diapers before I review them, because I want to know exactly how much he weighs when they stop fitting him. And so I want to wait until he's totally outgrown some of these items before I even come on here and tell you guys about them. And so I have a couple more newborn things left, but I just really don't feel like filming diaper reviews. Like, it's so weird. Some days I'm like, yeah, a diaper review is super easy. I just sit down here, tell you all the different things about the diaper, tell you how I feel about the diaper. It's a very structured, straightforward kind of video. And some days that sounds like a cool thing to film, but other days I'm like, man, that just sounds so boring. I just don't want to sit down and film that. It just sounds like not fun. And I don't want to film a video when I'm not having fun. I like to film videos when I actually feel like happy and motivated and want to talk to you guys, right? So yeah, I think I'm gonna have out I have a few newborn diaper reviews, but then I'm gonna go into a few one-size diapers, I think, and just like stop talking about the newborn stuff, even though every single day I am forgetting more and more about the newborn days. Like mom brain, that's how it works, right? So I feel like I'm already like forgetting, like, when did he outgrow this diaper? When did we start using that diaper? Did it really fit good when he was a tiny newborn? All that kind of stuff. I know I should film the newborn diaper reviews sooner rather than later, but I just want to talk about some one-size stuff because he's wearing a ton of one-size stuff lately, and we've been trying out like pre-flats and stretchy flats and all that fun stuff. I do actually need to film a day in the life stretchy flat video here shortly. That might go up like maybe next week after you guys see this video. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like not feeling motivated. The past couple weeks I'm just kind of like whatever about it. So hopefully I don't like get behind on videos. That would be sucky because I am very proud of the fact that I have uploaded 3 days a week for a long time now. So I hope that I can continue to do that. But guys, it would be super helpful if you have any video topics, ideas, questions, leave them down in the comments below so that I can start to get a little bit of motivation and inspiration about what to film next for you guys. That would be super helpful. If you have anything that you want to request, leave it down there. Okay, this video is super long, way longer than I thought it was going to be, and I'm still not even finished with the laundry. So I'm gonna end it here because that's the last thing on my list of things to talk about. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, leave me some comments below if there's anything that you want me to talk about next time. If you want to do a random Q&A, if you have any questions, leave them below. All that fun stuff. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.